Now it's audible. Yeah. So the point I was making here was that anything happening in US, anything trending in US 8 to 10 years ago, maybe around 10 years ago, it is today 8 to 10 years to come to India. Now it takes only 3 to 6 months. He said that there was a product in the US, and in that product, he was so surprised. And when he came here, no one was talking about that product. And when he was talking, he was the market, and he used to go to various malls, and he said, "I never saw that product." I came for 3 months. The product was everywhere. So in 3 to 6 months, whatever happening, you can learn. We have to understand that technology is there. Technology is there where whatever happening doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter which country you are. Even if you're in African countries, if you have internet, we should be thankful to cloud. We should be thankful to all those people. All like this. Thank you very much for that. Let's move forward. One learning from today. Many learnings because the day started with the meeting. I'm sharing one video from there from the meeting room, and we had a very nice meeting with Malik Mantriji, Sri Lodaji, and Mumbai Collector, Sri Bhosleji, and there were, of course, a lot of other people from various authorities. One thing which I've learned today is the importance of patience. Oh my God, I got a very bad shout today, well-deserved shout. Well-deserved shout. Why? Uh, because I was not patient enough and was trying to find very impatiently, not very fast. I will speak fast, speak very slow, especially because I've understood in Himalayas in 1000 days that every word has an energy, every word has one meaning for the speaker and one meaning for the listener. So I speak very slow in critical meetings. But I was not patient enough. I was not patient enough to hold my point and wait for my time. Then, of course, I deserved it from him. He said, Praveen, no. And of course, came back after some time. He was so nice, such a nice gentleman, Lodha sir. He came back after some time. He said, "Okay, now tell me, what's your point? What's your point?" So he trained me also. I've learned also like a strict coach. He taught me also, and then he respectfully came and very nice gentleman. So that is one learning, importance of patience. Then the other learning was another learning you have to pick from many learnings. Uh, Tiredness. Oh my God. I don't remember in my life. I did job for 11 years. I left the job in 2011. It's 2023. It's like 12 years. 12 years. 12 years. After 12 years, 9 to 5, catching the train, going there. And I reached there at 9 at the collector office, and because 10:30 was the meeting scheduled. And oh my God, making the presentation, keeping the printouts ready for everyone. Because I'm the guy who is helping and strategizing and conceptualizing and helping and speaking with everyone and understanding and collating and collaging all the content and doing all that work. Because fortunately or unfortunately, many other sports associations which are in India, most of them are run by people who are quite mature, like 50s and 60s, and full of wisdom, but they don't have access to the technology. They don't have access to the modern approach which we have towards marketing, towards sales, towards communication, towards building a brand. They don't have access to that. Few of them, of course, they have, but not many of them. So, fortunately, till since 2007, I was involved in communication and started learning communication. Fortunately, all those skills are helping me now. Coming back to the learning, if I cut down the session, come back to the learning. One key learning was I learned this from my advocate, and he was appointed by Lodha sir for special for this particular mission which we have for sports. Because let me share the learning, otherwise I will again derail. The one key learning was that advocate. He was my advocate, very good friend of mine, nice person. He said, Praveen, listen, understand. Whenever you are in this kind of meeting, listen very each and every word very carefully. Whenever you are in meeting, whenever, whenever, he said, I observed that when you speak, just think about yourself, your agenda, your content, your questions, your concerns, only yours. So you always speak in the meeting. Listen very carefully. You always speak in the meeting one to one. So it's like you are speaking with Malik Mataji. But that's not the way of behaving in the meeting. You should always speak in the meeting considering each and every person sitting there. Always consider everyone in your mind that hey, you're saying something. Keep everyone in mind, and then say something. That's a nice learning. That was one good learning. Then one more learning was, and then I will respectfully end this conversation. One learning was I met this Commonwealth. Uh, I should not repeat that. Last learning from the day. Yeah, I think towards the end of the day when I came to Outway Sports Foundation, and again the nice vibes, the kids were learning boxing, and Nitesh, I was quite impressed with Nitesh today. The way Nitesh taught kids the whole discipline of Sadhan and Mishra. Nice, very well, because he himself is very was like, a lot of time he spent in NCC. So Nitesh was, I was quite pleasantly surprised with Nitesh the way he was conducting the session. Uh, Nothing else. A lot of other things, but not worth sharing at this point of time. One thing, yeah, one very important thing. One very important thing is about anger. Anger. And then we are ending this conversation. What is anger? Anger is the duality. Anger is the genesis of duality, or anger is the mother of duality. What is duality? Duality is you have dual personality. We have many personalities. There is nothing but one personality. We have many personalities. Personality is nothing but the output of your memory. That's it, your personality. Your personality is based upon your memory. Okay? So, anger is a tool which splits you. Anger splits you in the other personality. Why? Because when you're angry, you're under stress. When you're angry, you're not in your mindfulness. When you're angry, you're not listening. When you're angry, you are thinking too fast. When you're angry, your hormones are imbalanced. When you're angry, your voice is misleading. Sometimes you're making other things, other people also angry when you're angry. When you're angry, things I've learned today, it is very difficult to detect whether someone is angry or not. Very easy to detect whether someone is angry or not. So it's when someone is angry, if someone is angry, if you are building conversation with someone, doesn't matter. It's like a simple meeting, and then imagine that in that meeting there is someone, and that person is looking angry, maybe because of X, Y, Z, maybe has priority, some workload, some stress, some kind of we have no idea, but angry, right? He's not smiling. He's not in the. He's not angry. He's angry. It's very easy to detect whether someone is angry or not if you're mindful. If you're busy with your own agenda, then it's gone. But if you're mindful, then it's okay. Angry. So, in anger, you split. So never speak with someone when that person is angry because you're not speaking with that someone, you're speaking with a splitted personality. That's not the truth. That's not the truthful personality. It's very temporary personality. You don't remain in anger through hours, like, the facts. So then I realized. me to help me to implement mindfulness. It means if you're observing, you're implementing it. You're implementing mindfulness is the skill which you observe and you implement. You're implementing mindfulness. What do you mean by that? What is available on the planet Earth as a content? You're observing and you're learning, and then you fatigue, so you're implementing. There itself. It's not that I have written it down in the diary and then now I will go and think about it, practice, blah, and the rest of it. The universe has offered you. The universe has trained you on something. It's your responsibility to implement it. So people can see and they watch you and then they implement that. So the society, the culture, the trend. Sounds. Okay, so this is the key